Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah, and I'm here to do your collective reading. Prior to your reading, I got some messages, and I'm going to share those with you first, and then we'll see where Spirit is leading me as far as the cards go. So the first image that I got was a feather. That feather was moving in the air with light smoke, chasing the movements. It wasn't billowing smoke, it wasn't dark smoke. It was almost like that smoke that you would see with an incense that was moving around with this feather. Not sure what that is. Perhaps that resonates with you. The next image that I saw was a bed, and it had a wooden frame, and the original placement of that bed, it started to move, and it was moving very slowly. It moved across the room and was shoved up against the wall. Once again, not really sure what that means. Perhaps throughout your reading we'll find more insight as to what that movement perhaps could represent. And then I saw silver keys on a ring, and I stayed in that image for a few moments, and I was asking Spirit for clarification, like, what are these keys for? And then a green door appeared before me, and it was a freestanding door. It didn't seem like anything was behind it. It almost looked like it was like freestanding, like there was like cloud images below it and around it, and I could see behind the door, and there was what seemed like nothing was there, but still there was this door, a big green door that was in this image. And then the next image that I received was a lot of people. I could only see the tops of their heads, and it seemed like a collective force. I couldn't make out their faces. I couldn't even make out like the top of their heads, what it looked like, whether they had long hair or short hair, or that wasn't what was important in that vision. What I could just see was a collective of people, and I could only see the tops of their heads. The next image that I got was the word rest. Big, bold letters. So perhaps that's for some of you. Some of you potentially have been pushing, going. Perhaps not quieting the mind. Perhaps that relates to seeing the tops of people's heads in the previous image. I'm not sure. And then I saw a heart, like the shape of a heart, and like the image of an old-fashioned pencil sharpener that we used to have in the classroom, where we would turn the handle and it would sharpen the pencil, except this handle was turning, and as it turned, the heart got bigger and bigger. And then the next image I saw was rain. Raindrops specifically on a window pane. I couldn't hear them, however, but I could see them, and most importantly, I could feel them. It felt refreshing, even at a distance of having this window pane in between myself and the rain. And then the final image that I received was the sound of crying. And I heard it earlier at the beginning when I first started getting these messages, and I wasn't really sure if that's what I was hearing. But towards the end of the messages, I heard that crying again in the distance, And then I saw hands, and the hands were outstretched. And the sense that I got was a releasing or a surrender. So the hands were literally positioned in this way, in this manner. And so I got that sense of release or surrender. And so I'm not sure how that will play into your messages for today, Scorpio, but we will see. So the feather, the bed, the silver keys on a ring, a lot of people, and seeing specifically the tops of their heads. It seemed to me like a collective. That word rest, the handle that was pumping up the heart, and as the handle rotated, the heart got bigger and bigger. The raindrops on the window that felt refreshing, even at a distance, even between this barrier that existed between myself and the rain. And then that sound of crying and hands being outstretched, which to me, it seemed like I got this sense of a releasing or a surrender. So we'll see how those ideas and those concepts, those visions play into your message that Spirit has for you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited to be with you today. And we're going to go ahead and get into your messages. I'm just going to put this aside. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it with me in case I have to reference those messages throughout. So the feather, the bed, the silver rings on a key, or silver keys on a ring, the people, the rest, that heart that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, the raindrops, the sound of crying, and the hands being outstretched. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some archetypes for your reading today. I did Aquarius's reading earlier, and the archetypes had some interesting messaging. So we'll see what Spirit has for you today, Scorpio. Show me Scorpio. Ooh. So that was a lot that fell on the ground. We're going to go with what's out. The vessel. Interesting. Anima Mundi. Okay, so the vessel and Anima Mundi. Any other archetypes for Scorpio? Spirit? The vessel and Anima Mundi. Any other? And then Eros. Okay, so in the vessel card, this is interesting. We have sun, warmth, we have shadow, darkness, and in the midst of that is this feminine figure, naked, in some kind of it's like a cup. Not sure what to call this. It reminds me of my singing bowl. Almost like this image that's inside of a singing bowl. And what I see is just absolute nakedness. the purest of form, getting back to the purest of form that is lack of darkness, that's illuminated by the light. There's even light coming up from the bowl, or what I see as the singing bowl. It's just this beautiful imagery of the vessel. This individual being the vessel of shadow and light being absorbed in this container that this individual is positioned within. Very interesting. And then Anima Mundi makes total sense. So it's a combination of all of the elements in this card. All of the elements working together, perhaps for a lot of people that you could see the tops, I could see the tops of their heads, that collective force, all the elements working together, the sun, the moon, the different signs, the different crystals that represent different principles, all the different colors, all within the star. So you're the vessel for something big, Scorpio. And then Eros. This is an interesting card. In the middle of the lips is a diamond. So something of value. So perhaps the words that you speak have value. Perhaps the words that you speak to all of the elements. Perhaps the words that you speak touch dark and light spaces. Interesting. So the vessel, Anima Mundi, and Eros. And the lips are like clamping down on this diamond. Clamping down on this diamond. Perhaps protecting it. And I see that protection kind of in the vessel too. She's like got her arm kind of bracing, and then also on her leg as well. So perhaps protecting what is sacred, what's going to touch all of the different elements. Maybe absorbing, maybe bringing it within. Interesting. This is really interesting reading so far. I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot. The hands outstretched. So perhaps there's a message in that. in the vessel, the hands aren't outstretched. They're like bracing the individual. Perhaps Spirit is saying, open up your hands. Share it. Speak what is of value. Don't clench onto it. Outstretch your hands. Release. Surrender. So that you can touch the collective. A lot of people, the tops of their heads, their minds, what they know, interesting. I don't know where this is going, Scorpio, but we will continue. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Show me what other messages you have for Scorpio today. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I've had a wonderful weekend. Show me, Scorpio. Show me, Scorpio, Spirit. One more. Show me, Scorpio. The Hanged Man, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, the World. Interesting. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay. So what I'm seeing is definitely you started with a time of suspension, of not really sure what to do, so I'm going to suspend all action at this time. And then you end with almost like a shift or an understanding of the things that you believe to be true. So we're going to see kind of how you move from a time of suspension to I have deep values, deep knowing, deep commitment to whatever is revealed here. So we're going to see what this journey looks like for you, Scorpio. Okay, so time of suspension, not really sure what to do. Queen of Wands, I'm receiving downloads, I'm receiving inspiration. The sun is surrounding me, and in this image, there's these pyramids at the bottom of the card that the individual has their hand on top of the pyramid. And that energy, that inspiration is flowing through the hand into that pyramid, and the pyramid gets bigger and bigger, which reminds me of the heart. As the handle is turned, the heart gets bigger and bigger. So as you receive these downloads, this energy, whatever you are growing gets bigger and bigger, or whatever you put that energy into gets bigger and bigger. And then we have the Two of Cups. So, relationship energy, a contract with another. We can have Two of Cups with our neighbor. We can have Two of Cups with our colleague. We can have Two of Cups with our sibling, with a lover. So Two of Cups is simply a contract. I care about you. You care about me. I love you. You love me. It doesn't necessarily speak to soul bond energy, but it does speak to, I have a contract with you. I am in some type of relationship energy with you, some type of loving, reciprocal relationship with you. And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate heart fulfillment, right? So 10 of Cups can be comprised of multiple individuals, all of which have a piece of your heart space. So this is friends, family, coworkers, anyone that holds value to you and brings our heart fulfillment. When we look out on the horizon, we can see our 10 of Cups with the individuals that we have a heart space for, and then the world. So the world, some type of completion. So interesting. So I'm definitely going to want to clarify what that world is for you, because I'm receiving this energy, this inspiration. I have this contract. I'm feeling this 10 of Cups fulfillment, and my world perhaps feels complete, right? And then we have the 9 of Wands energy, the 7 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So 9 of Wands, standing in my power. 7 of Wands, this imagery on this card is so interesting. And it goes back to this vessel, this pureness, this nakedness that is also represented in the vessel. So going back to your purest form. And then in the Hierophant, that purest form is represented as well, that nakedness. But it's elevated. It's elevated. Interesting. So I see this image of rest in your Hanged Man that you open with, and your Hierophant energy that you end with. Interesting. A lot of people in your 10 of Cups. Hands outstretched. The crying in the hands. The last message I received, hands outstretched, like a releasing or a surrender. And in this image, there's a releasing, a surrender, hands outstretched. 7 of Wands. Very interesting. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifiers out here. I want to see your Hanged Man. Why were you in a suspended state? Hopefully through your clarifiers, we'll learn more about where you've been, Scorpio, and where you're headed, what you're showing. Show me the Hanged Man, Spirit. Show me the Hanged Man. One more. The Magician, the Tower, Two of Cups in reverse. So reflecting, Two of Cups. Okay, so you are in suspended state about what you were manifesting. You had this Tower moment and related to this Two of Cups contract. So the Two of Cups here is in reverse. So perhaps what you thought about, something that you thought about this Two of Cups relationship was a shocking revelation to you. Maybe there was some gained insight. I am not seeing this as necessarily a negative Tower, because in your Queen of Wands, you have more insight. You're leading into the Two of Cups, and then you're having the Ten of Cups. So I'm not seeing it as negative, but you had some kind of revelation regarding this contract with another. Okay, excellent. Let me see the Queen of Wands. The new energy, the new downloads. Putting your hand on top of, allowing that energy to touch the top of the pyramid, and the pyramid grows and grows, just like that heart. As the handle turns, the heart gets bigger and bigger. Show me the Queen of Wands, Spirit. Healing regarding Ten of Swords, so some breakage, some heartache. Show me the Queen of Wands. One more, Spirit. Show me the Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Okay, so Seven of Swords, movement. It's in the reverse. We have the Crow in this card. So crows can represent knowledge that you received, and which caused you to maybe perhaps move away from the Two of Cups. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm going to move towards building with, I'm assuming, your Two of Cups person. Five of Swords. It is not void of this card is interesting to me, and it makes me get the sense of frustration. It's not void of frustration. It's not void of like a feeling in your head. But It is a road where you can build. Pentacles, foundation. And it's looking to me like you've made that decision to build Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Like you're moving towards what could potentially grow a foundation here. Okay. Moving in the air with light smoke chasing the movements. The feather, it was moving in the air and there was light smoke chasing those movements. So perhaps that's that related to that little bit of frustration as you move towards building this foundation. Perhaps. Okay. I want to see this Two of Cups. Let's get at the heart of this contract with another. Show me the Two of Cups, Spirit. Show me the Two of Cups. Show me the Two of Cups. Show me the Two of Cups. Oops. One more, Spirit. Show me the Two of Cups. The Sun, the World again. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Two of Cups. The Sun, my greatest desire, my greatest hope, my vision forward, my vision, my path forward. The World. Things have come full circle. And Ten of Pentacles, I feel like in reverse is speaking to you haven't seen the full abundance of this yet. Okay. So this soul contract means a lot to you. It's your greatest hope, your greatest desire. It's come full circle in your world card. And you're hoping it will result in Ten of Pentacles, which is our ultimate abundance. It is our tree of life. It's the roots that extend into every aspect of us. So similar to Anima Mundi, all the elements, our pentacle world, our heart space, our energy, and our mental. That's beautiful. But still some questions surrounding the Ten of Pentacles. Is that achievable? But then I see here your Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's very achievable. It's very achievable. And then you're showing me the World again. So completion. I do want to clarify this World, considering it came up twice. Let's see the World. Spirit, show me the World. Show me the World. One cycle completing, so another can begin. Show me the World. One cycle completing, so another can begin. silver keys on a ring. The big green door was a freestanding door, seemingly like nothing was behind it. But perhaps you had to leave what was on this side of the door in order to step through to the new cycle, the new realm. Interesting. The Empress. And you had to do so knowing yourself, loving yourself, and knowing what is right for you, and putting your energy towards that. Show me the world. One more, Spirit. Show me the world. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, what you're showing me is you had to close the door on this previous heartache, this previous withholding, this previous negative energy, disappointments that you've experienced in this Two of Cups relationship, in order to take small steps towards planting roots, and nurturing those roots. So yeah, you had to step through that door, which seemingly may have appeared like there was nothing behind it on the other side, but there was. The Sun, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So that's beautiful. So you're showing me that I had to let go of these things, this disappointments of the past, this feeling bound, and in order to plant new roots, in order to grow those roots. And in the Empress, and the Page of Wands, I had to put energy towards this, and I had to know myself and know that I loved myself in order to do this. Excellent. Okay. I had to know myself. I had to love myself in order to be able to do this. That's what I'm seeing in your vessel card. Know myself, love myself in my purest form. In order to do this, in order to impact all the elements. Okay. Okay. So, Nine of Wands. I'm going to switch decks here. Show me Nine of Wands, Spirit. Show me Nine of Wands. There's a bridge between two energies, and you're standing in the middle of it, empowered, beautiful, strong. Nine of Wands. Show me Nine of Wands. Hold on, I just had a thought. In your opening, you opened up with the Hanged Man, suspension, rest, the bed. It moved across the room and was shoved up against the wall. Perhaps that has something to do with rest. Perhaps you were done with that resting. Yeah, you were done with needing it. You're done needing the bed. And you could move it and push it up against the wall. Okay. It's for some of you, not all of you. Oh, Seven of Pentacles came out. So once again, mirroring here, Seven of Pentacles. Planting your roots and watching them grow, nourishing them. Plant your roots. Speak what is value and watch it grow. Anima Mundi, where it touches all the elements, touches all the heads. This is such an interesting reading, Scorpio. I love it. Thank you for going on this journey with me. Nine of Wands. Show me Nine of Wands. Show me Nine of Wands. One more, Spirit. Show me Nine of Wands. The Lovers, Page of Cups, the Sun again. You're definitely doing some mirroring here. Okay, so Nine of Wands. I'm going to put energy towards the Lovers, what I see as a potential soul bond here. I'm going to put my heart into this because I want to feel the warmth. I want to feel the sun. I want to feel my vision come to reality. I want to feel my Ten of Pentacles come to fruition. I want my roots to extend. I want my roots that I'm planting to extend beyond myself within this soul bond energy. That's beautiful. Okay. And then Seven of Wands. Let's see your Seven of Wands. If you remember, I made reference to the releasing, the letting go, the surrendering in the Seven of Wands. I'm surrendering. What is Scorpio surrendering? Actually, get the other deck. What is Scorpio surrendering? What is Scorpio surrendering? One more, Spirit. Show me the Seven of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Okay. So you're surrendering this idea of how do I balance? How do I balance? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not really sure how to grow this, but you're showing me here. I know how to plant those roots. Two of Pentacles, this decision that I have, this effort towards balancing. You're making that decision with intuitive knowing in your High Priestess. So you are surrendering to your intuition in regards to this Two of Cups, Lovers energy, and I'm walking away from that indecision. Excellent. And then the Hierophant. Really interested to see what comes up with your Hierophant. So Hierophant is our ideas on commitment, the things that we uphold. It's like the book of life that we live by. So show me the Hierophant for Scorpio. Show me the Hierophant. Perhaps your ideas on commitment have changed. In this card, there's a dark energy below you in your purest form, kind of walking away. Show me the Hierophant. Raindrops on a window. I couldn't hear them, but I could see them. Most importantly, I felt them. It felt refreshing, even at a distance. This card definitely, to me, speaks distance. That feeling of refresh. Show me the Hierophant, Spirit. Show me the Hierophant. The Empress, Death, the Tower. Okay, so the Hierophant. I know who I am. I know how to stand in my power. In the Empress, I know what is spiritually correct for me. I know what is mentally correct for me. I know what is physically correct for me. And I know what is emotionally correct for me. Death. So closing out, and Death in the Tower. So transformative energy surrounding your ideas on commitment, values, the things that you have held in your book of life. Perhaps on which you were living by, but this transformative energy has taken you to your Empress energy. I know myself. I love myself. I know what brings me fulfillment. I know what brings me happiness, joy, abundance, a spirit. I have a spiritual knowing. I have a mental knowing. I have an emotional knowing. I have a physical knowing. That's beautiful. So the Hierophant to me is really you stepping into yourself, stepping into your power, understanding the vessel that you are with all of your elements. All of your elements. In not unity, combined. It's a culmination of all of the elements of yourself. And in your Eros card, the value of the diamond on your mouth. So perhaps you need to speak that value, that outward expression of the Empress. That releasing, the crying in the hands, releasing. Refreshing, even at a distance. It's beautiful. Okay. Spirit, I do want to get a little bit more clarification because I see the connection between the vessel, the anima mundi, and the eros in regards to what you have displayed here, Scorpio. I feel like there's something I am missing more on a spiritual level when it comes to you being that vessel, all of these elements coming together in you, and then this diamond that you have in your mouth. And the message, the image that I got, the vision I got of a lot of people, and I could only see the tops of their heads. It seemed like that collective force. So I feel like there's a more message in here that I want to possibly illuminate, get clarification for you. Spirit, show me the archetypes. The vessel, anima mundi, and eros. What messages, further messages, do you have for Scorpio regarding the vessel, anima mundi, and eros? Show me the vessel, anima mundi, and eros. Show me these archetypes, Spirit, for Scorpio. What do you want them to know about these archetypes? The vessel, anima mundi, and eros. One more. The vessel, anima mundi, and eros. Death, temperance, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing, I'm just going to hold these up for a moment. On this side, you have disappointments, okay, that you're walking away from. I believe this is connected to your Eros card. You have to speak your value, and it may result in some disappointments concerning others. Death. In order to be a vessel, it almost requires us to die to ourselves. It almost requires us to transform, which is signified by the Death card, in order to be that vessel. And that vessel is in its purest form. And then we have temperance in the middle. Healing, patience, spiritual knowing, temperances. I've taken my time with this. I understand the things that I need to understand. And now I'm entering a space of healing. And within myself, and externally, externally in your vessel card, healing. All of my elements together, being consolidated. Having my fire energy, my emotional energy, my spiritual energy, everything wrapped up in one in Anima Mundi, and speaking that value, being the vessel that I know I am, It's beautiful. I hope that little bit of clarification there helped you. So, although this transformation, although this death, maybe dying to one aspect of myself, may result in some disappointment with others, I'm going to feel more consolidated and have all of the aspects of myself interconnected, consolidated. And then I become the vessel. And I do so by speaking my value. That's beautiful. Excellent. I'm going to get some advice for you from Spirit. What kind of energies should Scorpio have through this transformation? Show me what kind of energies Scorpio should have through this transformation. This is so beautiful, Scorpio. Definitely a journey of stepping into yourself, recognizing your value, recognizing the elements that make you who you are, clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. And there's freedom in that. So clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arise. And instead of thinking in terms of the self, think in terms of spirit. And there's freedom in that. Beautiful. So clear out any kind of energies that are holding you back in any way, that are getting you unfocused. Because as you let those things go, you step more into alignment with Spirit and His will for you. You step more into being the vessel that affects all, that impacts all, that touches the tops of many heads. But you have to speak the value, the diamond in your mouth that you're clenching onto. Any other messages or energies that you want Scorpio to embrace right now, Spirit? Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Makes me think back to that vision that I had of the silver keys on the ring, and there was that big green door that seemingly didn't have anything behind it. Makes me think of that. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So it's far more than what we can imagine. As we step through that door, become that vessel that is fully consolidated with all the elements. When we speak that value, we impact multiple. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like there might just be one more message in here for you, Scorpio. Let me just pull one from this deck. Any final message for Scorpio Spirit? This reading is highly spiritual and I love it. Thank you, Scorpio, for this experience today. Final, final message for Scorpio, Spirit. Final message for Scorpio. Any final message for Scorpio? Any final message for Scorpio? Follow my joy. Today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing, the things that make me feel good. Then I'll pick one and go do it. When I am having fun and enjoying life, I'm in a state of allowing for all that I desire. So find joy in every day, doing things that you enjoy doing. And the path to joy is covered by the sun, the warmth. Release anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being that they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself, freeing myself and expanding to love. I see you doing that. I seen you doing that in your 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. You decided to release and instead to nurture and plant some roots and to nurture those so that you could grow this soul bond 2 of Cups relationship. So release anger. It could possibly also speak to that 5 of Pentacles, that in transforming and in my healing, I'm going to disappoint others. I'm going to have disappointment with others, perhaps releasing that feeling of resentment, of anger towards those individuals. Because you're fully consolidated. You have everything within you as the vessel. You have the diamond of truth within your lips. So perhaps have grace for those individuals that don't. And then it's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. That's beautiful. So yeah, if they're disappointed, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. Because you're consolidated. And I'm a moon day. You're consolidated. You've had a transformation. You've had a tower moment here. And others may have to experience that tower for themselves in order to come to a space of consolidation. Congratulations to you, Scorpio. Very excited about what I see here for you. This was a reading that had many layers and of meaning, I believe, and take what resonates for you in your situation, leave what does not. But thank you for joining me today. I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope that this helped you. Leave it in the comments if it did, and take care.